also, the MP for Ifutu, Afenyo Markins, says that the minority will go to court over this issue, and he joins me on the phone line. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, I don't know if you were listening, but the management held a press conference, and from our reporter, it looks as if they consulted all those who mattered before floating their shares, before going ahead to say they want to offer the IPO. They want to go for the IPO.
I didn't get your question. Please repeat.
I'm asking that you want to go to court because...
Well, our position is that the ADB management has taken a decision to go public, i.e. going to trade on the stock exchange, floating shares. Our view is that in accordance with the very law that established the bank, they are supposed to seek prior parliamentary approval. We, the elected representatives of the people, are the trustees of the people of Ghana, who are the shareholders of the bank. And as in the practice in corporate circles, board of directors always seek the approval of shareholders at AGM before taking any action for and on their behalf. Okay. For the purposes of reference to the law establishing ADB, let me quote fully for your records and for the viewers to follow. The consolidated law reads, subject to Article 181 of the 1992 Constitution, the bank may, with the approval of the minister, borrow, raise, or guarantee a sum of money from any source, whether in or outside the Republic, on appropriate terms and conditions, and for the purposes of securing that sum and interest on the same great issue, make or give any bonds or debentures, or create a mortgage or charge on the whole or part of the proposed rights, present or future of the bank.
Okay.
Now, the definition of a loan has a broader meaning, okay? And what the bank is trying to do is to raise money from the public with the assurance that, well, dividends will be paid or people will have returns on their investment. Now, in as long as the Constitution makes reference, and note that this act establishing ADB was way back in 1965, Act 286, and it made reference to the then Constitution of 1960, in particular Article 36 of the then Constitution. So our view is that in as long as the law, the consolidated law, is making reference to the Constitution, obviously it cannot be said that cabinet approval is sufficient to give ADB the go-ahead to list on the stock exchange, or that invites the public to buy shares of the people of Ghana.
Okay.
Procedurally, it would be wrong and appropriate to do that.
All right.
We have raised this in good faith because the elected representatives of the people are the rightful trustees of the people, and to say that it should not come to Parliament, with the greatest respect, we believe it's very unconstitutional, and we will not hesitate to seek the intervention of the court.
All right.
If they are adamant.
Okay. The MD of the bank addressed a press conference a while ago, and our reporter was there, and she says that the MD confirmed consulting all those who mattered before they made the decision to go public. But you're saying that it never got to Parliament, right?
Well, you see, I don't want the Afarajan thing to happen again, where Dr. Afarajan said, oh, he had the impression that Parliament had approved the CI-85 before he opened nomination. If the MD uses the expression consultation, or that he discussed, what form? You see, if you consult, you need to get the legal backing. His statement is loaded. Yes, he met the Finance Committee of Parliament a couple of, I think over 2 months back. And at the meet, I believe that the position of the committee was that ADB must do the necessary homework, get the whole arrangement brought to Parliament for parliamentary scrutiny and subsequent approval if we didn't seem to be okay. Now, as far as I know, there are no such records in Parliament that suggest that Parliament has perused this and same has been approved. Therefore, it's difficult to appreciate the use of the word or the expression consultation with all stakeholders.
All right.
If he gives us further details, it will be helpful. Okay. But at least the minority side of the House has stated its position, and that ADB, as we speak, with respect to the very law that is establishing them, have not met the legal requirement, and if it goes ahead, it will be in breach of the Constitution, and we would not want to take a belated action. Perhaps we may want to get the court intervention as quickly as possible. All
right. So let's assume that they hadn't consulted Parliament. What's wrong with going public? It is to strengthen the bank's operations.
No, you are getting the intention of the position of the minority wrong.
I get you very clearly.
You read our letter. We said that the decision in public is a laudable one. They have to. They've given all reasons. I have sat in a meeting where the MC briefed us, and I very much, support the view, and everybody agrees. However, it must not be in breach of express constitutional provision.
Okay.
Don't get us wrong. We are saying that do so. It is like government spending public funds. It is not backed by the appropriation law. Same will be in breach of the Constitution. It's like government going to procure a loan and not coming to Parliament. It will be in breach of the Constitution, no matter the good intention. It's like government supporting a Ghanaian business with a loan without seeking parliamentary approval.
All right, thank you very much, Afenyo Markins. Thank you. That's what time will allow
parliamentary approval. No board can ever act without the support of the shareholders. The Ghanaian people are the shareholders of ADB. They must have a say. They must approve the intention of the management and the board before they can move on. And the only platform is...
Right, and that's the MP for Ifuti there, Afenyo Markins, speaking on the intention by ADB to go public. They will go to court. But they say they love the idea. I mean, going public, they totally support it, but they want to be sure they haven't breached any constitutional requirements.